Right, hi everyone. So this is only going to make sense to whoever needs to hear it, and I don't ever know who that is, right? It's only going to be the people that connect the message. So sorry, it's so, I'm just laughing I'm laughing observing myself if I came across myself. I'm very blunt anyway, right? I'm blunt and direct anyway, but with a very divine feminine, loving, unconditional. Never mind divine feminine, just a fucking clear, loving energy. Uh, but because we're in all this Capricorn energy, you could I could be even more direct than what. But anyway, moving on. If you're new, my name's Claire, and yes, just listen up because it might be for you. So long story short, I'm just out of bath, and I was really strongly being told to. And the point is, I was meditating in the bath as well, but it's like I was strongly being told that I needed to come on and share just yeah, because I'm a collective channel, because I'm a shaman, Reiki master, a healer, medium, all these different things, right? I'm a world channel, collective channel, whatever you want to call it. When I experience things in my own personal body, it is either obviously the first thing that most people would think, if you didn't know what I was, right? Because even I'm just me as well. So sometimes I think it's mine. Sometimes it is my own physical pain, which I always strongly believe physical pain, I know for a fact that physical pain comes from spiritual, mental, emotional distress of some kind, right? It's trying to get your attention. Um, so, firstly, it would be my own, right? Secondly, it would be whoever I strongly, well, it can be anyone that I'm strongly connected to that I pick up on, like literally anyone. I've picked up on you guys' pain before, as you know, I've picked up on yeah, family, friends, anyone, you know what I mean? Blah, 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 all this kind of stuff. And then, thirdly, there's probably more though. Thirdly, it can be, well, obviously, it's going to be uh, twin flames out there because I'm a twin flame channel. I'm a collective channel for worldly stuff, but obviously, they make me focus on the twin flames. Um, and there's a lot of stuff going on out there for twin flames. There always is, but it's big heightened energies, and they're changing up my work. I know you might notice the different feel. I can notice the different sort of feel. Um. Anyway, blah blah blah. Well, right, where are we going now? Right. So, thing about the pain. My right shoulder blade has been. It was actually. I think it. When did it start? I think it possibly. Don't quote me on this, but I think it was maybe like maybe got really bad in the 30th because I remember thinking, fucking hell, if it's still like this, I don't even want to go and socialise or anything, which I wasn't doing a lot. You know, what I mean, I was just going to my sister's, but basically, it was pretty bad. You know what I mean? Like it was painful at night, and then woke up in the morning, and then I realised as the day went on, I was like, oh wait a minute. And long story short, the right side of the body is the masculine energy. So because I channel primarily for well, I channel for both. Again, this is connected to the masculine energy. Is basically what I'm saying, right? So it's whether you are divine feminine or divine masculine in a twin flame dynamic, you've actually got both, right? You've always got both, but you are more dominant. So it could be about your action side, or it could obviously be your own twin flame, or in the case of me, it could be these things too. More than likely is, um, but also because I'm a collective channel and I'm here to deliver messages, it's in general. And then so the way, so anyway, right? All I know is my fucking shoulders hurting, right? It's much better now. That's the point. Um. So anyway, I was just rested it. I kept putting hot water boiling and all that. And then I realised I was like, oh shit, I remember when this happened. Now, I can't remember. I think it was in the summer. Yeah, I think it was in the summer time sometime, right? And I kept getting the feeling it was like like my actual, my masculine walking about guy out there. So that something was bothering him, right? Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever. Or it could even be that he had the social, but it's probably going to be on one of the other levels. And anyway, long story short, I went to go and get a massage and healing, and right enough, I made sure that the person said to me what they'd picked up before I told them, and it matched, and it was, and also what I'll say is when I was getting the energy clearing, every single time that I was getting that, there would be a certain point when I would, all the pain would go straight to my head, which to me is my signal that someone was under extreme pressure, you know, like someone was really stressing them out, because it was like, it was piercing. So this is important for you to know, that, you know, when you're guided to heal yourself, obviously you're always going to benefit from it, but it is always benefiting your twin too. And I would say 9 times out of 10, 10 out of 10, they're going to need it more, because they're going to be the matrix twin, as a lot of people would call it, that don't tend to do as much spiritual healing, self healing as the spiritual twin. I like these terms better than runner and chaser. It's not always the way though, because remember, lots of yous resonate more with being the masculine, and that's not just me saying it. Like when I say it, people are like, "Oh yeah, I can see him more like masculine." You know, lots of you have received healing from me for years, and then, you know, you're either a healer before, or it's inspired you to do healing more, all that kind of shit. So it's not a hard and fast kind of rule. But the point is, I then connected that, just with picking up on the, you know, the energy readings and stuff, that the collective masculine energy is particularly a, oh god, this is, honestly, I didn't want to be this wordy, because I'm out just out of bath and I actually feel sleepy. I'm not going to go to sleep, it's too early, but it's kind of like, you know, there's a huge chunk of the masculine collective that are close to union, right, or ones that are in union, that are either, well, I was about to say some of them are, I would say all of them are resisting it in some way, because it's what is going on with everyone at that bit. So if this isn't you, just ignore it a bit. They do want me to deliver it to ones that are at that. And it makes sense, because if you Google it yourself, the right shoulder, like, it's the masculine energy, and then it's to do with your left side of the brain, yeah, and it's just kind of like, so it's when, you know, it's when you're trying to control things too much, or if you're putting pressure on yourself to make a decision, or I just feel it's all this change energy. It's astrology as well. And it's like, what do you do if you're putting too much pressure on yourself? Just, you know, let go and soften into your feminine energy. Like, just rest more, you know, just be, like, go and take a bath, meditate, like, do stuff like what I was doing. But it's just basically give yourself a rest. Like, it's where you're pushing yourself too much, or you're, you know, go, taking too much action, just, you know, far too on the go. And this is not a time for that, is it? I mean, besides the fact on the 1st of January most people are hungover, even people that don't drink, you know, it's all this, you feel the darkness, the collective shift. Well, I certainly do. It's very quiet, you know, even like where I live, it's normally noisy as fuck. It's just like, you know, and yeah, there's been fireworks and that, but it's way quieter than what it would ever have been before. And so yeah, basically, if you've, you know, if anyone else has been experiencing shoulder pain out there as well, it's just trying to tell you the same thing. If you connect with what I'm saying, oh yeah, I was going to pull the cards. So I'm like, there's something else I need to do. So yeah, obviously I'm sending love if you are experiencing anything like that. But thank God my shoulders eased up. So I hope. Oh, that's what it was. So yeah. So again, keeping things anonymous, because there was, you know, a few different people at my sister's. But long story short, like, it was getting really bad, right? Or like last night in Hogmanay, it was getting really bad, and like, I was talking to another man there, who sometimes I'll see this man, like, you know, once a year, sometimes a couple of times a year. And anyway, long story short, we get on really well. We've got a lot older than me, but he's got the same North Node. And he was just talking to me about life in general and everything. We always get in a big deep conversation. And long story short, what he was talking about was, I could feel that my shoulder was getting worse as he was talking to me. Now, I still cut people's pain, right? So that's not that unusual. But it was getting so uncomfortable that I couldn't not mention it. And then he was really open to what I was saying. I was like, by the way, I mean, would you mind, like, could and again, I don't usually do this when people are, I mean, he wasn't pissed, but, you know, when people were drinking, and I definitely, you know, I never do that when I've been drinking or anything, and I hadn't. It's I did end up having a wee, oh, it was like a wee, it's not a shot, it's some kind of, oh, anyway, just, you know, it was just a wee bit. but not really, because I'm still not feeling that well. So, and thank God, because I'm absolutely fine. But the point is it was connected. So anyway, I done a wee bit of healing, and he could feel the energy, being lifted out. And I just basically explained. I was like, look, whether you know what Reiki is or you know what shamanic healing is, whatever, it's just I'm pulling out what needs to be out there, whether it's mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. He didn't have any physical pain, but I was like, and he was like, right. And then yeah, and then that was that. And then I was like, I looked at him and I was like, oh my God. And he's like, and he knew what I was going to say. The pain from my shoulder, like, rapidly, went away. Like, it wasn't completely gone, but it went away. And I was like, wow. So that was, it was their way of telling me, like, look, somebody in your close vicinity, and bear in mind, I spend time with people a lot, guys. I don't make no fucking secret about that. If somebody needs my help, they're gonna use me to heal. So that led us to have the conversation so that I could heal him, and it was just for a little bit, right? So that was that. That was pretty cool. Then my shoulder got sore again, and I was led to say to my dad, now listen, I've said before, right, and my dad would agree with me, it depends which fucking day of the week it is. Sometimes my dad's open to listen to all this stuff, and sometimes he's rolling his eyes. Do you know what I mean? It's just whatever, it is what it is. So anyway, oh yeah, because I'd also asked my mum if she could put her hand on my shoulder, because my mum is trained in Reiki, and I always say, I want to attune you further. Again, the way that I am, I'm so kind of like get flustered with my own shit that it's like, at some point, I maybe would make it an official thing to like attune people, but I just tend to think people get attuned anyway by being around me. But whatever. She done that, and I wasn't really feeling it at all, right? And it's because it was the masculine side. So I just went to my dad. I was like, Dad, look, can you just come here? Can you just put your hand on my shoulder? Like, can you just help me? Fucking, I'm in pain. So, and he'd seen what I've been doing with the other guy, right? So anyway, this all sounds so funny, doesn't it? It's and by the way, I'm just laughing, thinking this totally isn't my sister's boyfriend thing, so it definitely wasn't him. It's like I say, there was a few people at this party, but basically, you know what I'm saying? No doubt the party didn't stop. No doubt the party didn't stop actually when I let other people would have got a bit, I left and just got a quiet night. But can we spit out the rest? What am I trying to say? Yeah, so actually I would say it was when my dad put his hand on my shoulder, and I was explaining, I was like, look, I'm going to get a math life soon off of, my best palette does it. Because I'm actually, that's been a couple of months now I haven't had it because of when I was ill. So I'm really, really needing it. And so basically, do you know what? I'm just going to say what I was thinking there too. And I was actually thinking, so if I'm really, really needing it, I bet you anything my twin will be feeling, he won't know why. Yeah, he'll really be needing that too. Because you're linked, you see. You know what I mean? Anyway, so this is what I'm going to answer. So I'm going to answer it when I do the cards. Yeah. So anyway, my dad's not a masseuse or anything, but like he's putting pressure on that about my shoulder, and it did relieve it a lot. And I'd say it, because I've woke up today and it's pretty much got, it's a bit tender, but it's pretty much gone. And then that bath just helped too, and it's kind of, so you know what I'm saying. So it was confirming it was all to do with the mask. And now that I think about it, I think it was a mixture of the men combined in that room. The mask, because all the masculine collective are going through a dark night of the soul in some sort of way, like, and that means all men. Do you know what I mean? It even means women's masculine side too, but it depends. If you're like me, you've already went through your dark night, so you're here to assist people through ascension. Doesn't mean you're not going to have dark times. You will, but like, I'll experience it nowhere near like when, because trust me, all I'm going to say, right, is without going into loads of my own shit, there's loads of shit that could have put me into a dark place, even of recently, and it's not allowed to. And it's because my soul knows what it's here to do. And actually, it's like a lot of stuff that I could go, I don't know, like go a bit funny about. I just keep laughing about, and it's just with fuck it. I can't really explain it, right? But anyone that's at the same bit of me will totally get what I'm saying. It's just weird. I'm just sort of laughing at the divine comedy of it all. Right, okay, so let's just see, right? So what we'll ask, what do we know about this shoulder pain, right? Like whatever, wait a minute, was that shoulder pain connected to the collective of divine masculines that are gonna, yes, oh my god, right, okay. Holy fucking shit. Because that's what, if I didn't make that, I'm actually quite gobsmacked. If I didn't make that clear, I've got my hands over my face. If I didn't make that clear about what I was saying about with my friend that picks up energy, that is what's been said basically every time, is when I've felt its psychic attack, either directly at me or at my twin or at the two of us, I can always feel it. Like, I know what it is. Like, this is my fucking speciality, like, to pick up on when people do stuff like this. So I would definitely say, but again, I don't want to go too much, but it's like the divine masculine, all of them are at a certain bit. It's like, yeah, they've been energetically attacked in some sort of way. Now remember, that can be anything from, it can be any sort of mental attack, like somebody stressing you out. It can be people, affecting your emotions. It can be people spiritually attacking you, like jealousy or whatever. It can be people, it can be anyone you get connected to the sacral chakra, like sexual shit and that. Like, it can be people that you're presently sleeping with, it can be people that you slept with in the past. Attachments of all kinds can happen, but basically, look at what I just asked. I'm gonna have to watch it back, but it was like, is this to do with the masculine? And that's what I'm feeling, you know what I mean? So the feminine then feels it for the masculine. So it can be the different kinds of, attack, or I keep saying attack, it is psychic attack of some kind. Shit. Okay, now I'm really freaked out. And another random note, I think it's the 27th of May could be significant for something. Like a significant anniversary, birthday. I'm actually being told that's connected to love, one and spirit for something. Okay, okay. But it could be someone's birthday or whatever, or maybe something significant happened that I made. Anyway, if that one's not you, just disregard it. But this is fitting in with the general readings. It's like the energetic attack is coming from either the masculines out there that are walking away from situations that they need to, whether that is romantic, whether it's like I say, exes that aren't happy about where masculines, where they've walked away in the past, because they can feel they're moving where they're walking to, like the twin. Even if it's not happening right now, this is that's what it is. These attachments do not like calling them attachments, but, and I just fell out of my throat, because this isn't always romantic. That's what we get across. This can be, there's not always women either. I work with loads of women that are in masculine energy that are trying to get away from men, or same sex or whatever. This could be family attached, family that are holding people back, like, distorting their perception of their twin. That all came through lately as well. It can be friends, or it's like as simple as, like, when I say, like, when someone wants to go towards someone they love and then someone's putting them off, like being like, what you want to go near them for? And people can have a whole multitude of different reasons for that. It can sometimes be because they fancy your twin, or it can sometimes be because they're just jealous of the love that you've got. It can sometimes just be because they don't want to be without their pal. Who knows? People do things for a crazy amount of reasons. But that's really pretty clear, because these cards have already come up in the recent things. So that is why me as a collective Twin Flame channel was feeling that pain in my shoulder for the masculine, because people aren't happy about where they're walking away from, or where they've already walked away from, or where they're planning on walking away from. Oh my god, I knew it. I saw it in my third eye, and that's why. I could just stop now. I don't even think I'm going to use the other deck, but we'll wait and it'll be like the Loving Man or something. Yin Yang. I knew that was going to come out. I saw it in my third eye. It's because the right and the left within you, the yin and the yang, is balancing within you, and that is why these unions are coming about. And so it's the last ditch attempt. I'm going to talk about the spell work again and all that too. And I know some that goes over some people's heads, but the people that are meant to get it will get it. You'll get it enough. That's all lifting. All of that's lifting, and just trust me when I say I'll feel that myself, right? Intuitively say it, and it'll come. And sometimes I'm always like, oh, fuck this again. and then I'll actually be led to confirmation where people are saying the exact same thing, but I find out after I've said it. So, and you might notice it yourself, you know, if you're at this bit and you're just ask, and I bet you find somebody saying the same thing. Look, creative endeavour in reverse. Yeah, it is. It's like this is a masculine trying to create the canvas, because this is what I do in Shamanic Journeys. You're trying to create this new life, and it's the 1st of January. You can't make it shut up. But it's like this is the attachment, you know, like attacks coming at them, because people don't want them to walk away from where they are. Don't want them to be in balance, because then that means they have to go to their twin. Like, you know, because you're drawn to. Professional assistance, but it's in reverse. So that I'm getting now, it's like that's where there's a resistance of the masculines that need this support to clear that. This is where actually, I don't know if I channeled this in one of the videos or if it was just something that was told to me, but it's like, this is where in extreme cases, if someone's got like really bad psychic attack and it's been going on quite a while, you could be randomly led to your twin. Like, and actually the one that I done tomorrow was about serendipitous meetings. And the thing, you know, thing about if people here like me is that, like, say, let's use that as an example, right? Like, I think I'd picked up on like 2 people meeting in a club or something, and listen, I've no fucking doubt that my twin will be doing all of that or whatever, drinking and all that, going out, doing whatever, but it's like, I don't, so it's not gonna fucking bump into me then anyway. But it's kind of like, you know, say I was to see him somewhere from afar and be like, oh, they like, but I mean, that's not a good example, because I can heal him anyway with higher self permission. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, so that's maybe not a good example. But what I'm trying to say is, the closer he is to me, the more powerful I'm going to be able to heal him. So things like that could. Sorry, I just burped, but that's me clearing energy. Yeah, look, it's a soul contract, right? It's a soul contract between twin flames, because 6 is the Lover's card. Strength. They need strength. The masculines need strength, and I'm here to heal masculines because they're fucking exhausted. I keep channeling this, don't I? They're fucking exhausted. Therefore, people like me pick up on their pain. All of you guys out there. And that's why when I was in a room full of men last night, that doesn't sound right, you know, I mean, there wasn't that many men, but there was, a handful of men and some women. I was feeling it all in the shoulder, because even if people have got a smile on their face and are happy and they're laughing, I feel the hidden pain. Boom, drop the mic, that's it. I feel like I want to pull one more card, and I'm going to get on my date. Oh, there he is. There he is, though. The loving man. So I don't know what it is that's shifted, but I feel there's stuff. Maybe this loving man's had a bit of a rest and they're coming into balance. So obviously this isn't everyone, but again, like you say, this is the attack that's going on because the loving men, the loving masculines. But I'm saying men, so it does feel like it's for mostly the men, but this can be the women too. There's a woman on the card. The women that are masculine energy that want to move away. Something's balanced out here. Or if you're still feeling out of balance, men and women and masculine energy out there, or your masculine side, if you're divine feminine, get a good rest and you'll come back into balance, right? Enjoy the rest of your New Year's Day, and I'm going to go find a film. Like, see you later, bye.